Welcome back, everybody, to Live Out Spark. This is one of my best friends, if not my best friend, up for the challenge. How you doing today? What do you think about friendship?
I mean, friendship is friendship is unique depending on where it's from and who it's from. Because I'm bad at it. So I don't
I
have
actually think you're quite good.
quite good. So I will say straight away, there's a difference between how we use quite in England and in America. Um,
Good
so
point.
quite in America, quite is like, oh, something's quite good means it's very good. In England, quite good is like it's okay. We use it in the exact opposite ways. So I agree. But no. I mean, so like I don't. So for instance, you have a load of friends from your childhood. I have none.
Yes,
I have none.
right, right. And that's kind of my point is if you did have those friends, maybe, just maybe, the symptoms that you have with mental health would be a lot less.
But no, I still
I,
had. I mean,
it,
I had those friends. I had friends at the
but
time,
Right. But
but
if you had 50 low bows from day one,
I'd
all of a
I'd I'd
sudden,
be in prison for serial murder. No.
yes, yeah, you absolutely would. You absolutely would. But it would be fun. I mean, it was,
No, I the thing is that actually the symptoms of someone's mental health is the reason I don't have those friends
gotcha.
because I do just disappear. It's easier.
Yeah,
I will just gonna go right. I'm done. Like I've said this before, and I don't know you're supposed to, I've said this before. I could disappear tomorrow.
I know.
It'd be fine.
And that's what I'm fighting every day
But
to
like, and by the way,
not
anyone out there, just to
have happen.
clarify this, just to clarify, just in case anyone's gonna get worried, I don't mean anything drastic. What I mean is, I could happily disappear to another country and start life again. Like I've always had that thing. Like, and I think that's probably because I moved a lot as a kid. So and that's also probably why I don't have as many friends because I just moved. I'm like, yeah, okay, done. I've moved more times in my life so I've lived in more houses than years I've lived.
Holy shit.
I have
Okay.
moved
That's
48 times.
48 times
Yeah,
in your life.
I think I may
You,
even be underplaying that slightly. Yeah,
holy
I've moved
shit. Okay.
48 times in my life. The
That's a
fact that I
lot
have
of
anything,
times to move.
oh, the fact I have
It's-
anything, like I have one piece of clothing that I have had since I was 15 from my sister. I think that is the oldest thing I own because nothing else has stuck with me for that long because I moved too many fucking times.
yeah. No, I get it. I just my thing is I love you. That's it.
Yeah, I mean,
And like I'm going to repeat that. I love you
yeah,
as
but
a
as we've
friend.
discussed, you're
And
mentally ill. Um, so...
stop shoveling this to the
No, no,
side.
no, 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 no,
I
no.
love you. Yes,
We go
that's
through the same
exactly
stuff.
what you're doing.
But no,
Okay.
but no. So the one thing I will say is, I don't think, I don't think friends reduce the symptoms or anything like that. What I do think is very good for friends, and where it is helpful is they are your support group.
Yeah.
And so, and I got so pissed off. I watched it on YouTube. I don't know what the fuck I was watching. And someone just went, "Well, no, I don't talk to my friends because they're not counselors." This was in response to somebody else's video, and I'm there going,
Oh Jesus. Yeah.
they don't have to be counselors. You're not having a counseling session. You're being supported. Like that.
Yeah.
That's all it is.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
just
Yeah. For example, so by the way, for everyone listening, up for the challenge came to the United States to help me when I was going through a medication struggle. And he just sat there for fucking 10 days in a house alone. And that meant everything to me. That was friendship. That is what friendship is.
I did have
And,
internet that helped.
but
Yeah.
I love you for that because it was something that I needed. You knew I needed it. You flew over here and you did it. And
Yeah.
that's an amazing thing. No, no, yeah. All that bullshit. Okay, like, you're a
I
good
travel.
person. You're a good person. You know it.
No, because I don't believe in that bullshit. Anyway, I am a Hobbesian Machiavellian, and if anybody out there actually understands
Uh,
that, well done.
yeah, I don't.
Um,
Hobbesian, Machiavellian. See, and this is where we all fail. When we love you is because we don't know what a Hobbesian Machiavellian fucking
Thomas
is.
Hobbes and Niccolo
So
Machiavelli, they're two philosophers. One.
great. All we know is that we love up. That's all we know. So that's what we do. I sorry, we love you.
You're American and on meds. I mean, it's your excuse. It's fine. But it's it's but yeah. I mean, like I say,
Fair enough. Fair enough.
I think the big thing, and it is underplayed, is that so hey, anyone out there that's going to a psychiatrist or psychologist, or you're going to a counselor, that's great, and I hope it's helping you. For, for those, and even people that are seeing someone, or somebody that isn't seeing someone, having friends around, this is the one part of friendship I will say is helpful for mental health. Having a support group of whatever it is, like whatever. I mean, obviously, people have support groups online for for grief, for different mothers and things like that. There are so many different ones, but having a support group of your friends, and the thing is that for most people, that may be hyperbolic, but for most people, I think you don't, nor do you want any fucking answers half the time, unless you are asked directly. You just want to rant at someone. Like maybe there are maybe occasionally you're just gonna go, I actually need advice, guys. Like I actually want answers. But most of the time it's just going, fuck everything, and just having your mates there going, yeah, you know what? Let's have a beer. Let's go over the fire. Like when I was over, like let's go around the fire pit and have a beer. And I can't even remember what we ate. Chinese fire pit and beer is always a good option. I mean, it just is.
Chinese fire pit
I love
beer. I'm
Chinese.
sorry. That was
I love
that's a
Chinese and
fun.
I like beer, and there's a fire pit. I mean, there's fucking it fits. But like just chatting shit around doing that can help. So I yeah,
Yeah,
support. I don't think it's never going to solve anything. It's not going to take your mental health away, but it's going to stop it from it. It could help in it not getting worse. That's the big one, especially if it's like depression,
right.
anxiety, so
Which
something
is
that is directly related to your life, basically.
right. So that's huge. If
Yeah,
it stops it at its point, then all of a sudden it's like, okay, I'm not getting worse. I'm not getting better, but I'm not getting worse.
yeah, exactly. It's that. It's
And that's massive
yeah.
for
Oh,
people.
oh,
Sorry, I
right.
didn't mean to make you cough there.
Energy drink. The sign of
Daniel's drink.
neurodivergence. Um, yeah, yeah, absolutely, absolutely. It's
Yeah.
just, it is one of those things that it's just, if you're in a spiral, now there are certain spirals. Obviously, this fuck all going to stop it, but for a lot of things, for certain forms of depression, for anxiety, for stress, um, also that's one that so many friend groups don't realize that they're being a support group because so many people forget that stress is a mental health issue.
Oh, it
Every
totally
fucker
is.
on the planet, when people say, "Oh, one in four people have mental health issues," no. Everyone has mental health issues because everyone on the fucking planet has been stressed at some point.
Right.
Everyone has. And you go to your mates, and hopefully you're not stressed afterwards. Or if you are, you at least know where you can go and rant about your boss or your partner or your parents or your kids are being a pain in the ass without it being actually harsh. You know, you're not shouting at your boss at work. You're ranting about it, and then the next day you go back to work and go, "You're right, boss. Yeah," and carrying on. Like
Yeah,
it's saving you from that.
I just think that like actually genuine love for someone else is actually what works more than anything else.
The word love is thrown around too much in America.
Okay, well, I'm an American. I'm gonna throw it out again.
Yeah, but I'm in the
I
UK, so
think
hi.
loving people
Um,
to your absolute soul is actually what can help.
again, I don't like using the word. But
I know I do. I love you. I love you. Love, love, love. Let's go.
The fun thing about this is if he's gone silent for the past few minutes, it's because I'm editing the video. Um, but it's so, but yeah, I mean, I think
Fair enough. Fair enough.
I think that having someone to bounce off of or just chat to. Me and Lobel chat pretty much every day unless I'm traveling. And then we'll talk in between.
Right.
I've been out of the country what 3 times this year. Very differing temperatures. Yeah, when you go Denmark, cold. Portugal in the Algarve, not. But yeah, I mean, we still chat then, and I think that's always good. It doesn't, and that's not to say to everyone out there, you don't have to be talking to someone every single day, but it's
No,
good to know that maybe you can. And I think it's important for those as well that because I know
which
there's
is
plenty of people
that's
out there
what's
as well.
called friendship. That's what friendship is.
Yeah, well, yeah, there's always speaking clock you can talk to as well. But it's so. But the thing is as well, and that's not to say that anybody out there that just doesn't feel that they have a friend, you're definitely not fucking alone in that. And also don't think you need to have 50,000 friends, right? I don't have
Agreed.
I don't have
Agreed.
many friends. I just don't. I am not that personable to everyone. If you are a little bit crazy, Lobel, then yeah, that's probably fine. But for a lot of people, I'm not
So
their
am I
cup
your
of tea.
friend?
It's yet to be decided. But but for a lot of people, I'm not their cup of tea. Or their espresso, whatever the fuck you want to say. I'm not there. I'm not their slice of cake. And
Got
that's
it.
not for everyone. So, but
You don't need 50,000 friends. You
exactly, and
just
that's
need one.
it's the one line from Muppets Christmas Carol that I disagree with. And I love that film. But there's one line. To see the measure of a man, you simply count his friends. That's not true. What
No,
I say is if
that's
you are
horrible.
you say you see the connection, not the amount. And so if you're out there and you are, maybe have social anxiety because there's loads of people who have social anxiety, don't find it easy to have friends. There's always some kind of connection, and it could just be for me, it was going on Twitch. It could be that you find a group of gamers online. Fuck, how many people have met people through being gamers online? And then there was a fuck, I've forgotten what it is now. There's a kid. He got saved by someone he was playing. Fuck, was he playing?
No,
It might be
no shit. Like
he
in
had like an
gaming.
epileptic fit. He had a full-on like problem. His
Holy
parents
shit.
didn't realize, and this kid figured out where he was, rang the ambulance service, and saved this kid's life. And he was nowhere fucking. He was hundreds or
Wow,
thousands of miles away. So
that's
you can
awesome.
find these connections wherever. Just because you haven't found them in your town doesn't mean they're not there. So when we talk about friendship, I don't want people that don't feel that they've got many friends to think that that means you're screwed. It doesn't. It doesn't
Nope.
at all. It just means that there's different connections for different people. I mean, me and Lobel met through fucking Twitter. I mean,
Is that how we met?
yeah,
Twitter? Is
Twitter.
that
I know,
is
and I
that
don't
what
even
happened? Like
I don't even
I'm
have that
sorry, like
anymore.
I don't remember like how we did this.
I don't even
Like,
have Twitter anymore. I haven't done for years. But no, we met through Twitter.
oh, that's right, because Mindset by Dave said, here's someone that you should reach out to and
Yeah,
all of that.
I
So
asked for people to do a podcast. I was like,
yeah.
I want guests. And mine said by Dave was like, hey, why don't you have this guy on? Message you
the,
and then went from there.
the greatest thing ever was you said, let's just do it tonight. I'm like, wait, so the podcast is tonight? And you're like, yeah, an hour. I'll send you the link. I'm like, fuck yes. I was like, finally, someone that understands. It, like, let's just do it now.
Yeah,
Now.
yeah.
Like,
I mean, so I mean, so earlier today, two podcasts came out. I was a guest host for Lobel on Lobel Spot, and one for my podcast today. They were both recorded this morning, the same day they went up.
yeah. I honestly, this morning, I probably was asleep
Yeah, but
until
well, no, you definitely were because of the time difference. But that's what I mean.
right,
It's like I was just like, well, I'll just do them. I need to do. Okay, I'll just do them now.
because you do it now. So uh, let's make this a dual podcast. I get to ask you a question at the end, and you get to ask me a question at the end. My question, obviously, is what today are you most proud of? This is Lobau Spark talking. What are you most proud of? Okay.
I came back
Today.
on the Zoom call. I could have done the fuck off.
Fair enough. However, it has to be a characteristic within you that you are most proud of. What are you most proud of about yourself?
I've done fuck all today.
What are you most proud of?
I haven't done anything today. I haven't done anything today. There you go. I haven't done anything today. Nothing.
What characteristic within you are you most proud
Okay, overall.
Yes.
Travel.
Yes, yes, awesome, awesome.
Because I literally
You're
came back.
very good at that. You're very good at that. You're like, by the way, I'm going to Berlin and I'm going to this place and I haven't talked to the fucker in like 7 days. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Like, is he okay? Is everything all right?
I was in a pod for the last 7 days. Hostels, cheap, and they're the fucking way forward. I'm telling you now. By the way, I'm just off the cuff now. I've got to do this one because this fucking
do it.
This pod, right? So I was in Copenhagen.
Right.
And this hostel I was in, so cheap anyway, because it's a hostel. It is a pod. So basically, you walk in and there's like you can stand up in that bit, and then there's couple of stairs, and then you're in bed. But when you log in, you can choose the mood of lighting you want, which changes the color. Like if you're in a chill out mood. Yeah, you can make it like green, but it's like you could like it's got options like natural, and it'll be like a light green. You could be like starry night, and it'll be really dark with like a couple of things. You could do that. You could also play your tunes through the pod, so you can have the pod playing you your music.
Okay, so basically, it's like you meet a hot chick, and then you just dim the lights.
You could literally do it on the way back. You could just go mood because it's on an app. It's literally an app on your phone. You could be what you could have pulled, and on the way back on your phone app, Hot Fire or whatever the fuck it was called. Also, the entire place was controlled by wristbands. So for me to get into the hostel and for me to get into my pod, my room was a wristband. That's it. And all of the vending machines, all of the vending machines were by a wristband. You just tapped the wristband that gave you what you needed. And there was a bar that was completely self-service, and the bar was controlled by the wristband. So you press the wristband.
Oh, that'd be so nice.
You pour your own drink.
That'd be so nice to be able to like
everything. It was fucking awesome. You'd literally go, I want a drink, tap the wristband, pour your own drink. I actually like it was a fun one. But
so that was my last question.
Yeah, I mean,
do you have any other questions for me before we sign off here?
So, okay, what makes you think? What is the reason you think you've been able to stay friends with people for so long as you have? Because you've got friends since childhood.
My parents.
So, okay, I'm going to follow up with that. Why? Because
1000%. My parents.
What is it? What about?
Okay, so what had happened was, is my parents, my mom told me from day one, like if you have 3 people that you can rely on that would fall on the sword for you, you're gonna be good. And then my dad told me, fuck 3 people. How about 10? How about 20? Whatever. And I listened to my parents on that, and they put me in the best school ever, which I hated because I hate school. I hate education. I hate all that. I'm sorry. But I do. Like, I do not like.
Unless I teach him.
Right. Yes. If you're teaching, I'm in. Okay. But no, it was my parents. They literally told me, like, count the number of friends you have on your finger, and if they will take a bullet for you, you're gonna be fine.
They just kind of instilled the idea of
Yeah, yeah. And I was just like, fuck yeah. Well, how about five? Fuck five. How about 10? How about 20? How about 50? Like, and all that. But it wasn't like that. But I do have a very large group of friends that I've known since I was a kid. And my parents were right on this
mm,
because all of a sudden, like all of my mental health issues are okay because I've got all these people supporting me, telling me how good I am, and all this kind of stuff. And I'm just like, okay, so I don't suck. And they're like, no, you don't suck. You're a fucking badass. Let's go. And I'm like, okay, awesome.
see, that's
Let's do
his
it.
American friends because I just call him a fucking weirdo every day. But
Yeah, that's I can be weird all I want, but like all of those people that support,
Mm.
like telling you like you're gonna be fine, you're awesome. Let's go, let's go, let's go. And I'm like, okay, I I I I, I honestly like I can't even wake up in the morning without like 5 milligrams of Adderall. I can't do this, I can't do that. I can't. And they're like, fuck you can't. Let's go. And and then but it's like 10 people telling me this at the same time. And I'm like, you're right. Fuck. Y'all are my best friends. Let's fucking go. And so that is the reason why I have the same job for 20 fucking years. It's because I have all of those people surrounding me that love me to death.
Mm.
That's my whole point on the friendship aspect.
It's just having. Sometimes you don't even need the friends to say anything. They can just be silent. You just
Yes,
chilling
yes,
out. Yeah.
100%.
Again, we go back to the beer, Chinese, and fire pit because that's the time when you're silent. Because that's all you need. You get a beer and a fire pit. You just need you just chill out. The amount of people that don't understand that when guys get together, we don't need to talk to each other.
No, no, no. We don't talk. We're shit. We just sit there around a fireplace and we're like, yeah, fun.
In fairness,
Cool.
if me and Lobo are playing pool, he doesn't want to talk to me anyway. But
Oh, you would kill me in pool. And you did when you came over to see me. But I just again the one thing that I'm so dead set on is friendship matters. And it matters to me, it matters to a lot of people, and I'm going to continue to do that. And so friendship matters to me more than anything else. And that's the way it's going to be forever.
if I have a choice, I'll just take gold if anyone's got any going. But if it's a choice, I mean, but
So
yeah,
you'd rather have gold than friendship.
I can
Yeah, yeah,
lie.
yeah. Okay, okay.
But yeah, I mean, so yeah, I think
I love it.
you know, friends can be the best support group, and I mean that's what in some way. I mean, me and Lobel both agree and disagree on different forms of
Yeah,
friendship,
yeah,
but the main thing is they can support you. That's it, and in however they do that, whether it's telling you you're amazing or whether it's just being there for you to shout at, it's fucking helpful. Like that's the main thing. But I think I need some more energy drink. We're probably gonna have a chat after this. If you've been with us the whole way through and managed to keep some kind of sanity without coming on and off the video,
cookie.
oh, wait a minute. You oh no, he's done. I think he just. But anyway, if you have stayed with us all the way through, go and get yourself a cookie. You deserve it. Thank you very much, everyone, and I'll see you next time.